as we go down to the start for the next heat of the men's quad sculls. So up in lane 1, we've got Italy, lane 2, Estonia, Ukraine and Poland. So a replay of the start of this race. Starting buzzer goes and they're off the start.
So the Italians, probably one of the form crews in this race. Top of your picture, Poles in the yellow boat closest to you as we go through. We're coming up to 500 metres. And the Italians look to have a healthy lead in this boat, around about 6 or 7 metres on the Ukrainians and the Poles on this near side. The Estonians, a little bit of surprise to see them so far off the back in this race.
Yeah, so here's the Italian quad leading this. You just see the bowman looking over to his left.
Stroke by Giacomo Gentili in the stroke seat from the Canottaggio Bissolati club, the 21-year-old. Very vibrant row. Got a bronze medal with Andrea Panazza also in this quad in the Europeans last year. And took a great win. I thought this quad just looked fantastic, the Italian quad in the Linz Regatta. Well, they took a gold medal there. We're riding with the experience of Kasper Taimsu in the Estonian quad. Taimsu, 31 years of age. Took a bronze medal in this event in the Rio Olympics. Poland coming through into second place now.
Yeah, the Poles have really moved up there in the last 300 metres. Italy's still up there on the right of the picture, holding on to first place, but the Poles have moved through Ukrainian crew to make a bit of distance there, with the first 2 crews going through to the A final.
Yeah, the Poles took a bronze medal in Lucerne behind the British and the Dutch. We saw them in the previous heats, so they were close up on that. Stroked by Viktor Szybal, 32-year-old from the Krakow club. Szybal, an experienced man, just missed out on the Olympics in a medal in the Rio Olympics. Through the 1,000 metres, in first place it's the Italians, 2:50. That's exactly the same time as the Dutch went through the 1,000 metres. But boy, there's a pressure coming now. We haven't seen this Italian quad. They kind of went to Linz, where they had that fantastic win at the World Cup, and then they went away, raced at the Mediterranean Games, so they missed the Lucerne Regatta. And they're out here, Gentili, the stroke man from Bissolati, just looking across, and you can see the Poles are moving, and pretty much just a little bit quicker than the Italians through this vital third quarter, Kat.
Yeah, the Poles have really moved up there through this third quarter, just sitting 4 metres behind. They've taken their stroke rate up to 37, increased the power. You can see the 3-man there just looking over to his right to see how that's taken them up next to the Italians.
So strong, these Poles. They rate relatively low, about 35, 36 strokes a minute. The stern-pair combination from Krakow in the south of Poland, Szybal and Hacha, were 2 of the men from the quad that took a silver medal in the Europeans last year. Zawowski and Pozniak from Warsaw up in the bows of the Polish quad. And what a great race this is developing into.
Yeah, the Poles are really challenging now. They don't want to let Italy get away with the win here. 2 crews go straight through to the final, but the order of those 2 crews does matter in terms of their lane selection. Yeah,
and I don't know quite if the Ukrainians are going to have a say in this, but Dovgodo, Nododka, Quinn and Mikhail from the Ukrainians finding this season a bit of a struggle. They've mainly been in B final, so I think probably the pace of the Italians and the Poles will be a bit much to them. The Italians seem to have made another little move out there. Great anchoring of the boat from the Italian 3-man Luca Rambaldi, the 23-year-old from the Fiammi Gialli club, part of the double that took a bronze medal last year in the World Championships in Sarasota. Come into this quadruple scull. He's European champion in the double scull. You can see him there just behind Gentili with his cap set back. The 3-man often is the place where you put maybe your best sculler, anchor the boat, and really set it up for the rest of the crew to feel that really powerful rhythm. So they're coming up with about 200 metres to go. Poland's still challenging, but Italy out in front. Ukraine clear water behind the Poles, and it does look like the 2 qualification places are pretty set.
Yeah, the Italians winding it up now towards the line. They're putting in a bit of a push here, practicing their sprint for later on in the regatta perhaps, but it's going to be a win for Italy. They'll take the first of those qualifying spots for the A final. And second place Poland taking that second qualifying spot. Ukrainians just outside of that in third. And Estonia will be coming through in fourth.
There we see the Italian quad from left to right, Gentili, Rambaldi, Panizza and Mondelli on the right of your picture. Nice morning's work for them. And, well, Andrea Panazza, the 20-year-old from Moto Guzzi club, he loves that, doesn't he?
Yeah, they're happy with that win. Poles look to be hurting a little bit more than the Italians in that second place. So confirmed second place, 5:49. Ukrainian. A lot of pain in the face there, the stroke man of the Ukrainian quad, lying back there in the boat. So they've got that third place. They're going to go through the repechage tomorrow before progressing to the finals.
They really laid it down, though. I mean, they did want that second place, and they didn't let up at all. There's no drifting across the line from them.
So